Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we are going to continue with the boyfriend readings for Stray Kids. I haven't done a boyfriend girlfriend reading in such a long time that I kind of went like, I think I need to bring them back. It's been a while. Well, it's been a while since I've done anything, honestly. But let's just jump into this reading and answer one simple question. What type of boyfriend will Hyunjin be like? Hopefully I say his name right. So we have all the cards set on the table. Seems like his energy is very chatty, very talkative, or maybe I'm the chatty one. The world may never know. So the card that represents him is the deer. Here we have an earth element. This deer tells me that he's quite innocent, maybe a bit naive, very inexperienced. He's also very caring, very gentle. And all of this green color that we see here makes me think of the heart chakra. So he's very caring, he's very kind, he's very considerate. He's also someone that can have quite a healthy inner child. The deer also makes me think that he's quite frightful or nervous, so he can get anxious quite easily. It seems like his senses are very heightened. It makes me think that he is either he has very good hearing or a good sense of smell or good eyesight. Like, he's very good at perceiving his environment, or he's very good at reading the room. I do feel that he gets scared quite easily, and I don't know if that means like in general gets scared quite easily, or if maybe when it comes to romantic matters or anything related to emotions, then he can be so cautious and careful to the point that if someone were to kind of like rush into his life, he will just run the other way. I'm not too sure. But what type of boyfriend will it be? Will he be very caring, very loving, and very gentle? Very, very gentle. I think he'll be very patient too and very perceptive. I will say that as well. With the earth energy, that means that he's very present, he's very focused, he has his feet planted on earth or on the ground very firmly, meaning that he is always in the present moment. He's quite logical and practical. He can seem a bit cold and distant at times, but I do feel that he's just someone that is so logical about his approach on life that even if he is someone that is very kind and caring, he's not necessarily super emotional. Also, with his deer, I have a feeling that he's a type of person that likes to help a lot of people. I think that just, I don't know why that came up, but it came up. So that's important. Now, let's look at the oracle cards that we have here. We have Wild Rose with Clarity, we have Marshmallow with Adversity, we have Kohosh with Repel, we have Plantain with Nourish, and then we have Calendula, I think that's how you say it, with Brighten. This tells me that he's a type of boyfriend that likes to have everything very clear, very set on stone. Like, this is what I'm looking for in a relationship, this is the type of person that I am, and this is what can be expected about whatever ideas he has on dating and relationships, right? Whatever he's looking for in a person, he's very he doesn't lower his standards for anyone or anything. So this makes me think that with this repel card is like if he gets bad vibes from someone, he pushes those people away and keeps them at arm's length. Like, he's not someone that settles for anything less than what he's looking for. He is someone that, when I say picky, I don't necessarily mean this in a bad way. I think this is more of like he doesn't settle for anything less than he is looking for or what he wishes for. So when it comes to partnerships, it's like he's not going to be with someone just for the sake of being with someone. Whoever he's dating or whoever he's with will be because that person is exactly what it is that he's looking for in a partnership. With the adversity, I do feel that he's someone that is not afraid of confrontation. So he is definitely someone that if he has an issue with anyone, not only whoever he's dating, he will confront them. He will just say it outright, whatever it is that he doesn't like, whatever troubled him, or whatever the issue is, to try to come into terms on a solution, or just to make sure that the other person knows to get away from him. I do feel that he likes to have things very clear. So in a positive way, that means that when he's in a relationship, Hyunjin is the type of person that would like to make sure whoever he's dating and him will know what can be expected of the relationship and will know what type of people they both are and what they look forward to, things that have to kind of be settled down to have a mutual understanding of things and that kind of vibe. But also when it comes to like the negative aspect of clarity is that he can be very confrontational. So this, I guess the best way I can describe this is that if someone ever bothers whoever he's dating, he will not even think twice about it and kind of just like step in and be like, get away from them, or we're gonna solve this issue from the root, that kind of vibe. And when it comes to partnerships, he is very clear about his thoughts and his ideas. So if there's ever a problem or a misunderstanding that comes between him and whoever he's dating, then he will be probably the first one that will take the initiative to try to clear the understanding or have, or like find a common ground between them. Have like this middle ground solution of sorts. Meet each other halfway, let's put it that way. With the Nourish and the Brighten, it makes me think that he's the type of boyfriend that brings a lot of positivity, a lot of happiness, a lot of optimism into the relationship. He's someone that is willing to work any through any problem or conflict that he sees in his relationship. So he's a type of boyfriend that will not be quick to just kind of end the relationship. If anything, he will like to talk things through, understand each other, and try to find a solution. And if things generally don't work out, then that's when relationships break apart. So he's a type of boyfriend that doesn't just jump into conclusions. He tries to be very understanding, and he is also someone that is very kind. So he does go out of his way to make sure that whoever he's with will feel comfortable, will feel happy, and will also feel cared for. I do want to point out the colors that we have here are like reds or pinks, a bunch of green, and a bit of yellow. So again, with the reds, that makes me think of the root chakra. So he's very aware of the physical world, the 3D world, and because of that, he's very stable and very present in the present moment. With all of the green, again, that has the heart chakra, which we already talked about. So very healthy heart energy, and also he's very caring. And then with the yellow, that makes me think of the solar plexus, which talks about being optimistic, confident, and very creative, and in a way even connected to his solar, being connected to the inner child. So I do feel that he knows himself very well, and he knows what he likes and what he likes to do, what makes him happy basically. And because of that, he likes to spread that happiness towards other people as well. And he's also very confident. So as a person, I do feel that he's the type of boyfriend that knows exactly what he likes, what he's looking forward to in a relationship, and that makes it easier for him to know who is a potential romantic partner and who isn't, because he knows himself. So now let's look at the tarot cards. So with the Five of Swords reverse, revenge. Yeah, so the Five of Swords usually talks about someone that wants to win at all costs. He's the type of person that knows when to back off. He knows when to, what is it called, when to fight and when to retreat, meaning that Hyunjin is not the type, he's not competitive. He's not the type that he needs to win at all costs. So if there's ever a disagreement, a discussion, or an argument, he's not going to argue for the sake of arguing. So even though he's confrontational, he's not problematic. Meaning that if he ever has an issue with whoever he's dating and the other person is right, he will not go out of his way to be like, technically, I'm right because of this, or to go out of his way to gaslight the other person, or he, all I'm saying is that he's the type of person that he knows when to back off. So if he is in the wrong, he will admit it, and he will fix his ways. That type of vibe. He's not the type of person that needs to win every argument or needs to always be right. So in that sense, he's not going to bring issues to whoever he's dating. He knows when to admit defeat. He knows when to apologize. He knows when he did wrong, and he's aware basically. He's not afraid of amending his mistakes, if that makes sense. Now with the Lovers reverse, here we have the word decision, but to me the Lovers could talk about communication or opportunities. The Lovers is supposed to represent a person that during their journey have figured out what they like, who they are, and are going maybe even against the status quo. Like they're breaking free from what they know from their community and jumping into what they're passionate about and kind of making a mind for themselves and being a bit more independent. That's kind of how the lovers is represented in the whole journey of the Major Arcana. So with the lovers being reversed, he's a type of boyfriend that is not very adventurous. I do feel that he can be quite traditional with his way of doing things. So he's not necessarily the type that is very open to changing whatever views he has on relationships. He's very understanding, but his core values are not going to change. So whatever vision he has for his romantic relationships or his partnerships, that's something that he hasn't really again, going back to like he's kind of picky, or like he doesn't lower his standards. Like he's not going to satisfy himself with just anyone. It has to be the person that has all the qualities and characteristics that he has been looking for in his like ideal person. So if anything, the Lover's Reverse tells me that he hasn't found whoever um meets his expectations, or he hasn't found someone that fulfills his idea of like his ideal partner. The Ace of Swords with understanding. Again, we talked about this already with him with a clarity. He's a very understanding person. He's very good at having conversations. He's also very good at communication. He's very good at, and actually I don't know what type of person he is, but whoever he's dating, he will be very good at answering their calls, their text messages. Like he will respond back. He's good with conversation. He's good at dialoguing was the word that came out. So he's good at talking basically. The Ace of Swords tells me that he's also very eloquent. He's also very good at establishing one-on-one connections with people. So maybe the vision that I'm getting is that maybe he's not good at answering the group chat, but he's very good at answering people individually. So he goes out of his way to create very strong personal connections. The Ace of Swords again tells me that he's very eloquent, so he's very good at making himself understood and understanding other people. He has a clear enough mind to be able to separate his own biases from others, meaning that when he's talking to whoever he's dating or whoever his partner is, he's very good at understanding where they're coming from, their point of view, and their perspective, because he's able to like put aside his own ideas and his own thoughts and in a way have an unbiased lens when talking to other people. So that's how he's able to be very understanding towards others. So he's very good at listening. That's what I'm getting as well. With the Sun, we have positivity, which I mean makes sense because we kind of saw that earlier. But with the Sun, it shows that he's very confident. He has a very healthy inner child, meaning that he doesn't have any baggage from his past. Like whatever he had to learn, he already learned it. He already worked towards creating a very happy side of him. He's already done a lot of the things that he's always wanted to do from childhood. And because of that, it creates a very positive mindset for him. He has already healed a lot of the things that he has to heal. That doesn't mean that he doesn't have issues. That doesn't mean that he will, like the baggage from the past or mistakes from the past will not come back to him. Because I mean, part of like healing something is that when those emotions that hurt you in the back come back, you know how to deal with them. Not necessarily like you will never be hurt from the past, if that makes sense. So what I'm getting with him is like he already knows how, like what triggers him. He already knows what bothers him and what makes him sad. So when those emotions kind of start coming back, or like a cycle is bringing something from the past, he already knows how to deal with that or how to fix it. Again, I hope that makes sense. So with the Sun, that means that he is someone that is also extremely confident. So he kind of does want someone that can match him on that. He wants someone that he sees as an equal and not someone that he feels like he has to heal or someone that he feels like he has to take care of. That doesn't mean that he will not take care of whoever he's dating. It's just like he wants to be with someone that is an equal. So instead of feeling that this person depends on him, he wants to just take care of them because that's just who he is as a person. And yeah, again, he will be of good support. He will be very good at taking care of whoever he cares about, right? Not only romantic relationships. It's just he wants to make sure that he ends up with someone that will not take advantage of his positivity, his happiness, and his well natured self, his caring side basically. He wants to make sure that he's with someone that can take care of themselves basically. Now with the King of Cups reversed, this tells me that he's the type of boyfriend that, even again, we kind of saw this already, even though he's very caring and very loving, he's actually not very emotionally attached. So that means that he will not do well with someone that has mood swings. He is someone that has a lot of issues with external energies getting in the way of his balance, and because of that he's actually very cautious in making sure that he picks a person that doesn't throw him off balance. Like, he's constantly working hard and staying happy, optimistic, and healthy, and have like a harmonious life. And because of that, he tries to make sure that whoever enters his life is not someone that will disrupt that balance within him. Like, he's very careful about that side of him because he, like, you know what I'm getting? If I got this right, he's a sun in Pisces, and Pisces tend to be very sensitive to the um, emotional environment in their life, meaning that if other people are sad, it can get a Pisces person sad. This is not for everyone. It's just like um by the books, or if you go by like what Pisces is usually described as, Pisces will naturally Sun in Pisces people will naturally be very intuitive and connected to other people's emotions and a lot of untangible things. And because of that, I was thinking that maybe if that applies to him, then he's very good at reading other people, and because of that he can almost like observe like a sponge what other people are feeling and what other people are thinking. And because of that, he prefers to surround himself by people that are pretty optimistic, pretty happy, instead of troublesome people that just kind of bring his energy down and drain him. So yeah, this King of Cups reverse tells me that he struggles creating a healthy environment because he could be surrounded by a lot of toxic people, or maybe he's in an environment, so like the music industry, that can make it very difficult to just breathe comfortably. So because of that, he prefers to make sure that he picks good people to be surrounded with. Lastly, to end up his reading, we have the King of Wands reversed. This shows that this is Aries energy, and the King of Cups is Cancer energy, the Sun is Leo energy, and then the Lovers is Gemini energy. I just wanted to point that out. So the King of Wands reverse tells me that he's a type of boyfriend that he doesn't really take action. The type of action that he takes is through talking, not necessarily like doing things or going out of his way to go places. So as a boyfriend, he may not be super like emotionally there. I think if we could describe love languages, his will be words of affirmation and maybe quality time. I mean, maybe acts of service, but that's not his main love language. But anyway, with the King of Wands reversed, this kind of shows that his instinct is not necessarily to just get things done and take action. His way of doing things is by talking things through. So he's not gonna like punch someone to defend whoever he cares about. There's a higher chance that he will like to talk things through and clear the situation before anything escalates further. The King of Wands reverse tells me that he is a very passionate person, but I don't know if that translates physically. If you catch my drift. Like I don't know how he is on that side of things. Again, I do feel that he's not someone that likes to be influenced by his own emotions, and because of that, it might take a while for him to feel comfortable and open up to whoever he's dating. Again, he's quite picky with who he has in his life, so when it comes to a romantic partner, it goes without saying that he will be extremely cautious in making sure that he finds like the perfect person for him. And because of that, I do feel that even if he finds that perfect person that he would like to date, it will take quite a while for him to show this caring and loving side, this unconditional love, this romantic side of him. And it will take him quite a while to also show like this very passionate side of him that may crave for physical contact. If anything, the last thing that I want to say is that when it comes to romance, he takes things very, very slow. With the deer thingy, is like he likes to. I do feel like he could be a bit traditional somehow. Like is like getting to know someone, making sure that they know that he's flirting with them, and then go out with them. And then when they're going out, is like getting to know each other, and then um, if everything works out well, getting to know each other's families, getting married. You know, kind of like going by like tradition. This is how things work. I don't necessarily think that he is very adventurous when it comes to his ideas of love and romance. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought this reading had a lot to say. It was very clear though. Like, I think the moment we saw the oracle cards, the tarot cards didn't have much to say. It's like, let me just confirm again what the oracle said. It's kind of like, let me highlight it and put it in bold letters. This is the type of boyfriend Hyunjin is. So I do feel that this reading had a lot to say because there's a lot of cards here. But aside from that, it's just kind of like it's very clear what type of person he is. Now, if you want to know like a bit more details about like what type of boyfriend he is, the most we got is like he's very kind and caring, and he's very good at talking. So a lot of conversations, a lot of trying to be understanding. We didn't really get like if it comes to like dates and stuff, maybe walking or talking. A lot of his dates would just be talking. Anything else? Yeah, it feels like a lot of it will be like sitting down and drinking coffee as like he talks to whoever he's dating. I think a lot of the dates will just be that. I'll see you guys on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. I hope, once again, that you really like this reading, or at least that you learn from it or find it entertaining. I will see you on the next one, however that is, whenever that is. Hopefully sooner than later. And yeah, love and healing from my part to you, and bye.